Peace and blessings to all who viewing this. You already know this your boy Broad Day 23 coming back at you again with that powerful information. You already know how we do. About to head into work, but I had a few things that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about more or less, man, with this Taxstone situation, man. You know what's going on with him. If you haven't been watching my videos already, man, you already know how we kept up to date when he got bagged by the police and shit. You know, held on them gun charges. But now we finding out, man, that they done indicted him. Now listen, indictment don't mean that you gonna necessarily get convicted of it. Indictment doesn't mean that you are necessarily guilty of it. So I'm gonna let people already know that for sure right there. Just because a person is indicted, that don't mean that they're guilty on any of them charges. Man, I got mad shit on my fucking hoodie and shit. But yeah, just because a person is indicted and shit, that don't necessarily mean, man, that you gonna be charged with it. That mean that you're gonna be convicted with it. You already charged with it, but that don't necessarily mean that you're gonna get convicted of it. The chances of him beating this shit with the feds, though, the feds is they deep, man. The feds is deep, man. They got a 90 to 95% chance rate of convictions, basically what I'm saying to you. So man, it's like real tough, man, trying to beat the feds, bro. I'm telling you, man. Shout out to my homie Butter, man. He in the feds right now. I got a few homies that's in the feds. To be honest with you, man. Real talk, man. And the feds is like, they real hard to beat, man. Man, shout out to my boy D Rilla in the feds, man. My boy's got 60. Real talk, real nigga. Real stone. But being as it may, man, you know, like the shit with Taxstone, man, it's kind of motherfucking crazy. The only thing I'm not getting about the situation is why the fuck they ain't hit him with no murder. If you charging him, I think maybe it's the state. Maybe the state going since, maybe because you gotta understand the situation with Taxstone. The state and the feds got him right now. The feds, once they come in, they gonna do their job and then they gonna get up out of there and leave everything up to the state. But I don't understand, if you charged him, if the feds already done charged him with possession of the weapon, they must not really have no evidence for him committing the murder. If they did, I think the feds would have even picked that up. Or the state was waiting for the feds to do whatever they had to do and ship over the evidence to them. And now they about to do their little investigation. And now maybe they're going to charge them with the murder as in state. Because that type of shit can happen to a person. I know niggas who got charged by the feds and the state, and the feds was like, nah, you gonna do our time first. Then when you done with our time, you gotta go to the state. You don't even come home. You go straight to the state prison. And then you finish out you do your state prison, because I don't think that the feds and the state run concurrent with each other. I believe they both run consecutive, whichever. And I believe the state always get their time first before, I believe the feds get their time first before the state get their time. Because I believe that's how it happened with Ty. He was in the feds, then he came back to the state after he was done with his time in the feds. Because once the feds get you, they like, we want our time right now. The state get theirs when we done with you. But in the sense of the Taxstone situation, man, I don't understand. I believe maybe there's a chance that the state gonna come back behind this and charge him with the body in the shooting. Because right now, how I was looking with the feds is they got all your evidence right there. They saying that they got every evidence in the book about you, bruh. So, I mean, come on, man. I don't know how this kid gonna beat this. I don't know how he gonna make it through. You know, I pray the best for him and his family. Same thing for Troy Ave, McFadden and his family, you know. Blessings, rest in peace. But I don't see how Taxstone gonna be able to make it out of this, bro. I really don't, man. Because the simple fact is, once the feds indict you, man, they got some serious evidence. The state indict you over some bullshit. Like, oh boy, you indicted. Wind up, you go to your motions and you beat that shit in the judge. Like, how did this even make it past the first grand jury? Because the case is bogus. So man, right now, man, they got this man charged with possession of two counts of possession of a weapon, of a firearm, with a felon. Cop out 20 years, man. So you already know what they telling him. Like, boy, you go to trial with this boy, we're gonna give you life. You will never come home. Take this 20 and run with that shit. Or they might bring the cop out down to what, maybe 15 or 10. It depends on how the DA feeling that day. But man, I wish the best for that man, but it's not looking good for Taxstone. And the whole time while he going through all of this, man, man, everybody, Troy Ave, he out chilling, getting sanctions lifted off of him. And this man is in jail, man. And ain't no telling what they gonna charge this man with after the fact. So this is a little update on him, man. Once I get more information about the situation, you already know, man, I'll be sure to let y'all know. Y'all make sure, man, that y'all keep y'all head up, stay blessed, feed you and your family first, make money to feed you and your family. Everything else is unnecessary until you feel like it's the right time to do that at that time. It's your boy Broad Day 23 signing out, man. Everybody stay blessed.